May not und. May not und. It froze. Do you want me to open it up again? Oh, okay, never mind. Play a tutorial. There's a tutorial. Is it frozen, guys? Is it fine? Should I play the tutorial? Oh man, this is exciting. I like how they give you like the super like endless sphere world. I guess they had a lot of complaints about their first game, eh? You know it's pretty bad when they have you do this tutorial. What? What? I threw the box away, so... How about I just... Oh, backslash stuck doesn't help. Okay, but let's just pretend that we didn't break the tutorial. Suits most players. Look at them making fun of me.
Without this knowledge, without this foundation, you could not have the will to do what I must now ask of you. I followed my father to the Greenland wastes to uncover his secrets. You had to know how far I was willing to go.
How far?
I found a disused mining shaft and took shelter from the storm. You had to know how desperate I was. I was plagued by doubts, fears, and mysteries, and aided by a madman, Red. You had to know how lonely I was. I incinerated my best friend. Red told me he wanted to die. You had to know how guilty I felt. I ventured boldly onwards, and was struck down by my own heroics. You had to know how stupid I was.
Okay.
All of these things. So human, so perfect. And yet still I failed to do what I must now ask of you.
I don't know, man. Also, Snowy, what you up to? I don't know. I liked it better when the protagonist didn't talk. Alrighty then. Now in the speed run, this is very important. And we go la 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 with it. Money, okay. Ooh. Between light and shadow exists an entire world. That world is necessarily our own. Get out now. I guess I need to leave my room thing. Ow. Oops. This is fine. It's locked. It's locked. What was that? Oh, it's a pencil. The pencil that I threw. Huh. Eh. The fuck. Uh-oh. Oh, I have a coin. Oh my god, what are you doing? Thanks. Oh, 2001 still. Okay. So, the last thing that happened in Overture is we went into a shelter, like where people have been for years. So I'm very interested in how this all plays out. Like, are they all crazy? I know, right? Well, I guess you got my last note. We're through the thick of it now. If you, like me, have just escaped into the ventilation, we shouldn't be far from the stronghold set up in the mess hall. Should be safe there. I've been marking my route. If you follow that, you should be fine. Almost home and dry now. I heard Howard's been working on a cure. Maybe we can beat this thing after all. Maybe when I get back, we'll be able to sort everything out, and by the time you make it through, you'll be just in time for tea and medals. I know, right? Or maybe even some hot chocolate. How about that? I can't wait. I love hot chocolate. Which is great, because that's exactly what I would say, too. Be careful, the mess hall security, I designed it myself, is sensitive to organic material. Well. Okay. No free drinks today. We got a soda can. That's really late, Buck. Just for you. Yeah. Alright. I guess we're just going in here now. Watch your steps. Okay. Well, that's fine. Wait. Okay, I got my soda can. I think what you gotta do is put that there. It's blocked. Okay. I do think in the speed run they actually hold like that pole and they jump along with it or something. I don't know. Yeah, you can whisper all you want. That's fine. Thank you, Nosferatu. I like that. Ah, crap, I can't like... Ah. Oh, that's not anything. Okay. Do I need something in this room? Or I need to do something in this room? I'm not sure. Oops. Nope. Okay. Smother it. Smother it! Snowy, I'll throw whatever I want at you. I have absolutely no idea what I can do to change the thingy. I think we're doing confused. This is where they got their machine for pigs idea. Kappa. Seriously though, like... What are you stuck on? Yeah, okay. I don't know quite how my brain was going on with that, but that's okay. We did it. This is timed, so go.
Chef Carlito is waiting for you in the mess hall with insert today's specials here. A happy worker is an efficient worker, and only efficient workers will be fed.
Only trusted blood will get through? Oh shit. Well, you said it was timed.
Chef Carlito is waiting for you in the mess hall with insert today's specials here. A happy worker is an efficient worker, and only efficient workers will be fed.
Oh. Well, so that's what you get for not speed running your commentary. Preston is excited because Friday is Unforgiving Day. It's where we don't forgive people. So first we're disoriented and we ask to lie down. Then we get a rash on his neck. Then we have 2 of 3 full symptoms manifested. Paranoia. Oh man, I don't want to know what that link is, but that's okay. We have a huge party here, it's great. Everyone wants to watch me die. I would get apple cider, but I've been drinking orange juice all day. Oh, but I have apple cider in my fridge and hot chocolate, and I'm not sure if I want apple cider or hot chocolate. So probably orange juice. Visage. I haven't heard of that. Oh my god. Just somebody send me that name later. I want to look it up. Okay. Alright, well, that's fine. Wait, this is the guy... Isn't this the guy writing me notes? Yeah. He died. What a bitch. How am I going to... Oh, interesting. Oh, really? There's no tape in it. Oh. Alcohol. Who wanted alcohol? What? What is wrong with you?
My name, Elof Carpenter. Rank, elevated. Status, Code C, imprisoned. Observing the Turn-Gat movement, I predict that it will be my cell they visit next. To my knowledge, I am the last remaining member of the Elevated at this facility, and so it falls upon me to ensure that Xeno protocol is not compromised. For that reason, I record here the only way I have discovered to neutralize the viral species.
God damn. That was terribly exciting. No, we finished Overture today, and then I started the new one right away. So, I don't... We're probably like 15 minutes into this or something. Maybe more like 10 or 15 minutes, because I finished right before like 3-ish. But yeah, because we started Overture yesterday and I'm not good, so. I'm sorry, you thought I was that bad? I mean, I'm bad at video games, that's why I play them on easy, but I'm not that bad. I actually can beat them sometimes. Oh boy. Did you just cheat? Oh. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We got this. It's locked.
My name.
Your name is Puddintain. Ah. Such a sneaky. I don't even have a flashlight though. So is this just a dumb hallway then? Feel free, to give me hints. No! No, look at this! This totally means it's open. Alright, let's see. The door is totally open. Let me in. Oh, no. No, come. Oh. Okay, so I'm guessing there's nothing I can do right now in this hallway. Soul's sitting there like, bye. I really didn't need that rock, right? What? That's why I said you're gonna get a walkthrough. Jesus Christ, what is your problem? Yes, yes, yes. Go over there and stop vibrating. Will I not play Nero Hunter? It's not like I haven't seen Nero Hunter gameplay. I just don't know what to do. Well, the whole reason why we stopped playing Nero Hunter is because two teams were like, look at this. And I was like, oh, I see. So, you know, I was like, okay, well, that's a wrap. But I do think, I haven't seen. Oh yeah, I know. There was nothing difficult about that. You know what I mean? So, because that was my whole point. As I was like, well, we can either have Run Invalid be like a 2-month thing, or Run Invalid could be done in a week. Because, I mean, I don't know if everyone got it in a week, but literally, like, you know, everyone would have been done years ago. But no, I think I haven't actually seen the pirate gameplay at all, but like, I do think that people are having fun with that. I don't know how to get into the locked rooms, man. But yeah, no, shouldn't have even started it. Beautiful. Who needs that fucking rock? Get out of my way, thanks. That seemed like a really bad idea, but what do I know? A syringe. Why do I have a syringe? Oh god.
What was it?
Is this hiding?
It's quite low.
Okay.
Nice. Must have been your right.
This is totally hiding, right? Oh, this is my room. Can I just go through here again then? Well, the door is open. I just didn't want to go by that dude again. So I just figured I'd take the long way. We need to clean it out. How are we... How am I gonna clean it out? I thought. Oh. I'm dumb. Don't worry about it. Don't tell Soul, but I figured it out. Huh? You're silly. Oof. Thanks. Yeah, that light doesn't seem natural. Thank you. Going wild. Also, what happened here? Oh, I got a CD. Oh. Interesting. Also creepy. You're too late. Sorry. We packed up and left today. It's been 6 months since we established this stronghold, and about a year since we released the Turngate virus. Clearly there's no one coming to rescue us. Oh. Okay. We took a vote and decided to head for the old mine shafts this installation was built over. Right towards the start of the Troubles, when the scientists got out that way. We haven't heard back from him, but you never know. The vote was 8-3 in favor. Favor. Not able to talk anymore. Okay. Anyone returning to this point, I suggest you do the same. There couldn't be more than a few survivors out there, even now, and more of our number are disappearing, losing it, or getting infected. You can make it out via the sewers, then into the shafts. Eventually, we will all have to find a way up and through the ice. We may yet die of cold, but it's better than what happened to Gray. The only person that may still be out there is Howard. Kind of our leader. He left base a few weeks ago, and that's part of what's led us to this. He converted the kitchen into an office and was translating some texts when he claimed to have found a way to counteract the disease. I guess he didn't make it. Alrighty then. So we have this door. So my question is, though, see, I played Amnesia, I know how this shit works. My question is do I need to go through that other door first before I go down? I guess I can't go down. Get out there via the sewers, then into the shafts. Who knew they put sewers in this place? Like, what? Right. I don't know. Oh. Oops. Thanks, game. This doesn't seem to be a good idea. Ketchup for Noe. What am I, like, super short? I like that noise. Like, yeah, you did it. Timeline of events. Okay. So in 1910, the mine opened. And we saw notes from 1923. University of Copenhagen research suggests high suicide rates because of the chemicals. Ancient artifact discovered during routine maintenance. In 52, the mine shut down. Then it opened 2 years later. Then we found the worm rock. Tom goes missing in the 70s. Bodies are not recovered. They said it's a huge issue. Becomes aware of the events in Greenland. Construction begins on the research place. I can't really read these bottom ones as well. Investigation of scheduled by chief. Okay, sure. Oh, have fun, Frozen. Be cool and all that. Well, speed cigars. Okay. Oh. 91 replaced him as attending. Yeah. Okay. No. Flashlight. Great, now we can see. They give us a lot of batteries in the beginning before you even have a flashlight. Makes me a little concerned. My research has uncovered something fascinating. Time and time again, I warned Overseer Frisk to frisk me up. I needed time to perform a full textual analysis before my translation could be considered complete. He went ahead with the excavation anyways, and now he's paid the price. This facility's security level is high enough that no trace of it exists beyond the confines of these walls. Not even the archaic central cast have records of its location. In fact, the only link to this place in the outside world is the notes I left behind many years ago. However, since the virus was released over 1 year ago, no rescue attempts have been made. Not one person has tried to enter the facility. Just before the virus was released, I sent a message out to someone I could trust. I can only assume that my son, Philip, has received the note and done as I asked. Yeah, right, Snowy? No matter what happens down here, at least I can rest easy in knowing no trace remains of this place, that these secrets will stay buried here. I have learned over the years never to put too much weight on any one discovery, but the information I now hold is vital not just to our survival, but to the future of our species. First thing in the morning, I intend to call on volunteers to set out into the infected area of the shelter. No one will come, but I shall ask all the same. I'll make a move for the library research station first, then it's all unknown variables. After that, I shall simply have to put my faith in this discovery. If I am wrong about this, I will barely make it through residential. To think I left my family for this place, for this organization. Which is more horrible, that I have sacrificed something so dear, or that I do not regret it for a second. Well, he didn't care about it. Got it.
Welcome to Shelter Research Station, Greenland. Shelter is an almost entirely self-sufficient installation built in the 70s to further serve the purposes of the archaic elevated caste in their pursuit and defense of ancient knowledge. As a new member of the facility, there are some basic rules you should be aware of in order to be useful to the archaic. Shelter provides living facilities, including a mess hall, gymnasium, and medical bay, in addition to the stipulated array of laboratories, chemical and biological, workstations, excavation equipment, and security. Please use the former at your leisure, but expect to be assigned to the latter with a moment's notice. Second, due to the nature of our work here, should you feel in any way ill, lightheaded, or otherwise mentally incapacitated, do not report to the medical facility. Fasten yourself securely to whatever solid object may be available, attempt to seal all connecting doors, and await retrieval by our trained professionals. In a worst-case scenario, be prepared to swallow your personal cyanide capsule, which will be issued after this briefing. The Archaic hates to lose its treasured staff, but it may be for the good of the operation. We know you will enjoy your work with us.
Pigeon. Okay. Oh my god. Of course it's unlocked. This is probably a bad idea, but I think the game makes me have to do it to proceed, right? I don't know, Soul. No. Ah, okay. This ain't gonna be good, you know. Oh, okay. Oh no. Look at this. Our character's like, yeah, we're heading out. But I need to know more about my father. You have gotten into enough issues because you went looking for your father. Now you need to leave and stop looking for other things. Ugh. Oh, well, I didn't. Just because I said he was cool doesn't mean that he needs to be here. You know what I mean? Just because he was fine. Alright, let's start with... What just happened? Best part of the game. Hey, this is the beginning of Overture. Hang on. The logo's here. I remember that much. Get out of my way. I skipped some dialogue. How did I skip some dialogue then? Oh yeah. Oh wait, do I... You want me to put it here, don't you? Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, Drim. You have fun commentating. Says I skipped dialogue, but I don't know. I have no idea. Oh. Right, one. Okay. There are 2s and 3s in this world. Two blue, two yellow, and a bunch of white, green. The noose will get lit. Oh, the noose is right there. Okay. I can't move the things anymore, though. Oh. I don't get it. Oh, that's one? no sense to me, but sure. Oh, you mean these weird ones? I realized, like, at the very last second. Oh. Oh, do I have to manually use these? I have no idea what's going on, so that's exciting.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? What am I doing here? Who am I? Why can't I hear their voices? Well, thanks for the help. I'm having an existential nightmare and you can't even say a word.
Oops. least my guy can swim. Can your guy not? What? Oh. Okay. Shamino, hi! Shamino, you missed Overture. We started it yesterday, and then we finished it today. And so we started Black Plague like, I don't know, an hour-ish ago. It's really hard when I can't just look at how long I've been streaming. But, yeah. It's fine. Dude, you've done all the spoopy ones with the best commentary. Like, watching you do Machine for Pigs, I was like, I'm terrified out of my mind. And Shaman's just like, oh, what's over here? And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, also Shamano. There's a tutorial for this game, right? So I guess in the first one, they didn't explain things well enough, or whatever. So they made a tutorial. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do the tutorial. And the last like 2 things of the tutorial, I think it was like pick up box, put down box. Then it was open up chest and put the box in the chest and close the lid. But when instead of just dropping the box, I went boom, and the box went flying. And when it was like, oh, put the box in the chest, I turned around and the box was just nowhere to be found. I sent it flying. I was like, oh, I soft locked. The tutorial is so good. Ooh, books. Let me rearrange those for you. Beautiful. They look like people use them now. Anyone need a CRT? Oh, this book goes all the way up top. Beautiful. Oh man, is this not a classic chair from the 90s or what? A chart of some kind? Do you know what this is? This is like a flat diagram of a chromosome with all the sections divided out. So it's telling you like all the genes here and they're like genes here and stuff, and like it's just showing like similar areas and stuff like that. Oh my god, just diagram of some sorts. Excuse me, that is terribly incorrect. Can I have this? Okay. Oh god damn it. Why does it have this sign on it when it's like someone's private room? is it on both sides? That's the interesting thing. Okay. Oh. What is this? Oh. Oh. Oh, I changed it. Okay. Oh.
Wow, you look like you've crawled through a sewer to get here. I suppose I'm flattered. Hi, I'm Amabel Swanson, and I suppose I'll be your guide for the day. Hello?
Oh.
Can you hear me?
I mean,
I think the transmission's only one way. I've got a webcam. Pull a silly face if you can hear me. Oh, very attractive. Okay, we're on. There's some things you need to know.
Sure. Whatever you say, lady.
We released a virus. It wiped us out. 3 weeks ago, we tried to get out through the mines, but it didn't work the way we'd planned. I think one of the Inuit workers made it, but others were taken. Some panicked and got lost. I ran, and when I stopped, I was on my own. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu. The only chance we have is a man called Howard. He said he'd found a solution to the virus. His vitals last registered in the library, but only members of the organization have access. I'm still seeing a few life signs in the residential quarter. You need to find a survivor and get through into the library. Oh, and look out for our medical guy, Richard Eminis. He was acting strangely when I last saw him. What else don't you know? Let's see. Watch out for signs of infection.
Present and accounted for.
Did you say something? Look, the symptoms we know about are paranoia and oral distortion. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu.
Enough already. My sides are splitting.
Well, I think that's everything you need to know. I'm sending over some research on the virus, and I'll get some doors open for you. Maybe now we can shoot the shit.
The worst thing about my job. Death helps us learn. Time frame is 5 weeks. We're holed up in the old mess hall, and we have 3 archaic personnel who contracted the virus. With every infection, the process, the life cycle of this virus becomes clearer. In addition to the already documented symptoms, there seems to be some final stage during which the organism fully takes hold. Just before becoming fully catatonic, the infected
We are all but specks of dust in the dream of the grand butterfly.
Aww. Thank you so much for the raid, Ball. We're taking a 5-second break to read this instead of being spoofed. Is that good? How are you doing? How was your stream? Now, Spat, you don't call Spat the old one. Just before becoming fully catatonic, the infected report strange, out-of-body experiences. They've likened these to being chased through a series of their own memories, some kind of mental obstacle, of course. These reports inevitably end in the patient being swallowed by some some inescapable dark force, shortly after which we lose them for good. If these experiences are, as they seem to be, some form of mental representation of the infection process, we can only theorize as to what might occur were the patient to escape the hallucination. Today, Dr. Eminus confided in me that he has just had such an experience. He insists that he feels better than he has in months. I'll keep an eye on him. The end game is really shit. Oof. Oh, okay. Shit's weird. Okay. Oh, okay. Huh.
If we must continue to share this brain space, I think I should have a name. Strange. So rare an opportunity to select one's own nomenclature, and yet I find myself at a loss. Any ideas, monkey?
I guess we could call you Capone.
So much storage in this mind of yours. Did you realize you got an entire section in here devoted to film titles? 3,103 and a half films you've seen? You only got the first half of It's a Wonderful Life in here. Huh, how does it end? Now I'll never know. You know, Clarence, that's not a bad handle. I am something of a guardian angel.
Oh boy. Oh no, it's fine. I was like, I'll figure out who it is soon enough, am I right? Okay. Okay, here's a map. Where do I need to go? That's my thing about Penumbra, that I don't know where I'm supposed to go next. I think they want me to explore to hell and back, but I'd rather just know where to go. To-do list. We need to find the library. Okay, so that's 4. 4 is here. So I need to go right, left. Right, left, and it's gonna be on the right. Okay. I can go wherever. No. So what's the issue? Locked by a palm and iris scanner. Oh. Well then. Yeah, sure. It's somewhat non-linear. Oh, well. Let's start here then. Someone needs to keep track of where I've been though. Here, I'll do that. An actual notebook. This notebook contains when I first started running Rise of the Tomb Raider. And then it has these sticky tabs are my Sherlock Holmes notes. I have like tables of the puzzles for that game, and then I have like Word document things written down. I don't know. Anyways. So we went to 3. Okay. Where are we gonna put this? Where do I put it after my shit? Just go right there. It's probably fine. Oh well. Start. There we go. My name is Daniel.
I remember why you're here. Dr. Swanson has filled me in. I recall every single syllable of our conversation. there was ever so slight an inflection in her tone that suggested she no longer trusted me. Why ever dinosaur extinction 65 million years ago would she think that? We share the same history. You and I are history. I recall the day of my birth, 18th of September, 1964, 3.46993412, recurring minutes past 9. I remember my mother looking surprised as I poked my head out into the world for the first time. You need a security registered palm. Something I can provide. You need it at the library. Something beyond my reach. When I became infected by those mindless zombies, I split off from the others and secured myself here. I cannot leave. Nonetheless, you will need a hand. I will not. Bring me a saw. I recall seeing one on my first day here. 3 years ago, climate change of 10 degrees over the past 1 million years. Walk east and take the first door on your right.
There are others. He's like you, like us, yet he is not us. Why is he separate and yet we are bound together? Are we truly a we, or are we simply an I with two faces? But I am no monkey.
That's nice. The most common cause of frustration during the installation process is the use of incorrectly formatted circuit cards. Please ensure boot network and interface cards are functioning correctly with default programs installed before continuing. Ew. Oh well, I suppose that's important. Alright, well. Hills. So we're probably going to... We're probably going to end up finishing this tomorrow because I don't think I'd be able to stream the whole time. But, yeah, we should be able to finish this tomorrow. For sure. Oh! Crap, you mean I have to do this right here? Let's finish looking at everything first. Behind door number 3. More stuff. Okay. Boot interface network, I guess. Oh. What? I guess I'd have to go find new ones. don't get this room. So I guess when he said I needed to head east and then take the first door to the right, he just meant I needed to go back out here then? Does Shamana remember this? Yeah. Release infected. That sounds terrible. Is there anyone out there? 'Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Alright. As a member of the Archaic, you are part of an organization vital to the protection of the human species. If you are not a member of the Archaic, please turn yourself into the nearest community support officer. Okay. The Archaic, as we now know it, was founded in 1519 by Francesco Mezzi. A Milanese noble. The foundation of the movement, assumed erroneously by some to be a sect, was the private work of Leonardo di Piero da Vinci, revealed to his most trusted student Melzi on his deathbed. Many rumors circulated at the time pertaining towards a sexual relationship between the two. And this was an explanation for their secrecy they were quite happy to embrace. Much is held to be known of Da Vinci's engineering work, though in truth the few sketches and notes in the public domain only begin to touch on the depth of his knowledge. For instance, it is often said of his designs for flying machines that they were entirely impractical. We realize now that they were only impractical when limited by human production materials. The Archaic remained unnamed for centuries. Melzi and his successors understood the power of a name to identify and tie down its owner, and even today Archaic remains an unofficial and internal term. As we enter the 21st century, the Archaic performs much the same role as it always has: to locate, understand, and protect xeno evidence in life forms, albeit on a far greater scale. Today, our movement is served by over 30,000 devoted members at 203 installations worldwide. Alrighty. Lauren. Alright, so we kind of went to the computer terminal. We just went here. We can't go to residential area 3. I guess we could try going to the infirmary. Just going like in a circle, you know? Or where am I? Yeah, okay. Okay, never mind. I guess we can try going to 7. Saw should be in the armory. Just use no clip. I know, right, Bob? There's no armory on here. Oh, 109. Yeah. You know. Oops. Oh. Oh, I just came from here. Okay. Okay. Well.
There's just something about a rusty saw that just makes me purr. Had a tetanus jab recently?
Oh boy. It sounds terrifying.
Is someone there?
No. Oh. Shit. Okay, we're not going there then. Got it. You'll take free hugs? Oh, me too. Wait, not from that guy though. Don't get the wrong idea.
Good. It has been precisely 12 days, 11 hours, 39 minutes, and 12.4 seconds since something good last happened.
Brother, come fast! He's over here! Embrace me, glorious void! Embrace me!
No. No.
My congratulations. Honestly, I mean it. Well done. I was only joking about the come get 'em thing. What say we celebrate with some nice, relaxing cyanide, huh? I'm sure I saw some anthrax lying around as well.
God, this is scary. I can't. Oh my gosh. Huh? Okay, Snowy, sure, whatever. Oh my god. Like, even though I could clearly outrun him, like, oh my god, this is spoopy, guys. Super spoopy. It just sucks that they don't give me like a weapon. Hashtag disappointed. Brought the noise. There must be some way to fix this. Oops, that was me. I guess I don't really need to fix that, but... The saw? I mean, sure I can pick it up, but I don't think that's gonna fix it. Alright, did I get the hand? Fuck. Where even is the hand? Yeah, no, I know, Soul. I didn't get a hand, though. Rude. Yeah, I don't remember. Anyways. Rude. Okay, so according to this... Oh, okay. I need boot, network, and interface. Whoops. Alright, so green will be interface. Interface is server and file access. Oh boy. I'm not good at these things. Alright, why don't we take out that one? Oh, I guess I have to program this one. Okay, all programs require server. Well, I'm not really big on programming. Let's see here. Admin. Okay then. I can't just add whatever ones I want. Damn it. Alright, well, let's see here. So there's 3 on boot, 5 on network, and 4 on interface. Is this not the manual? Is this the manual? Okay. Let's see. Boot is basic disk drive and hardware configuration data. Disk drive. Oops. Order. I was working on boot, yeah. Boot is red. Alright, well then what's green? Green is the interface thing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Green is 4. My bad. I don't know anything about computers. What are they trying to get at with this? Carries all the programs required in server and file access in addition to high-level direct hardware access. Socket protocol, firewall interface. Okay, circuit makes sense. Okay, I guess. What? I have to literally carry it? That's dumb. Now, red
Human life is so banal. Is it always as monotone as this? I can't stand it. Let me out.
Did I? Hey, Shamino again. I mean, welcome back, Nosferatu. Whatever. You feel so great. Dude. Nosferatu. This dude freaking chasing me. I had to go lock him in this room. And now he makes noises every time I'm trying to work on this computer thing. And then there's a dude wandering around the hallway trying to eat me. I'm like dying over here all the time. Also, I don't know anything about computer dumb things, you know? So, great moment about the Morse code is the previous weekend I had to do Morse code for my Nancy Drew game, and I wrote it all down and I didn't have to do fucking shit except that it was supposed to be 4 digits and I got 2 digits and 2 letters, but it's fine. It was all written down ahead of time. We're okay. Circuit, disk, and hardware? That's what I thought it was, but I thought I needed circuit for other things. Whatever, I don't know. Stop making noises. Alright, network time. You wanted to see the Morse code part? Well, that was an overture though. You lost your chance yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, I'm missing something. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Nope. Oh. Well, so I know nothing about anything. I need one more, right? Oh. What am I doing? There we go. Distracted by Soul and his circuit boards for everything. I don't know anything about computers. Thanks, I think. Oh, that looks familiar. That's where we are right now. Primary excavation. Turngate Tomb. 2000 to present. When it's present, I don't know. Overseer is Mr. Friskmeman. So current nature is Xeno research. The primary excavation site is the central pursuit of the archaic at Shelter Greenland. The site lies beneath the shelter facility and as of 2000 has been underway for almost 25 years. On March 3rd, 2000, a tomb was discovered. Current purpose, understanding the tomb and its contents. The bulk of the work is the responsibility of the language team, Le Chief. I mean, i.e. Chief. Whatever. Translator Howard Lafresque. His findings so far are as follows. The tomb was the home of some form of ancient organism. The organism may have been quarantined. The term Turngate is derived from the Inuit legend concerning evil spirits. Lafresque recommends immediate suspension of the primary evacuation operation. Man weeks approximately 27,000. Materials 53 million. Schedule operations as of Turangate. Nah. Schedule operations as of April 27, 2000. Tomb investigation. A team will unseal the tomb for standard series probe tests. Operation opposed by Howard Lafresque. Opposition overruled by Friskememon and scheduled for May 1st, 2000. Final status open. Let's see. Project not deemed critical enough for elevated presence. Primary material used in the construction of Persona TARDIS artifacts. In the first new non-periodic table substance to be discovered by Archaic for 18 months. I was alive when this fake thing happened. How sad. Artifact 66B, another artifact discovered and the effects cataloged. Research teams continue to flail out a purpose for these mechanisms. All symptoms manifested by research teams in contact with the artifacts conform to our initial hypotheses regarding their nature. Oh man, 2 fatalities, guys! Concerning a potential saboteur following multiple mechanical losses and thefts, particularly of radio equipment. Theory: dehydration as the cause of exhaustion leading to misconduct. Hope: missing miner Tom Redfield still within mining facility. Hostile local fauna levels uneconomic.
As constantly entertaining as it might seem to have access to memories one has no recollection of receiving, it also places me in somewhat of a predicament. This saboteur, for some reason, he conjures in my mind the color red.
Okay. I know, right, Shamano? Oh man, guys, we're in Greenland! We're not in Greenland anymore. Who wants to be out there? It's cold. We're in Greenland. So at what point do I email them and be like, I'm sorry, but in your Black Plague game, you has a typo? I'm sorry, I read through all your shit. Alright, so Friskememon. Okay. So January 19th of 1973. Oh. Man, I'm tired. The Archaic Central Cast becomes aware of a large-scale industrial accident at a remote mining complex in northwest Greenland. The accident coincides with local reports dating over a period of decades concerning abnormal animal behaviors and growth, high suicide rates, and unusual events within the mine itself. These reports centralize over the precise location of the mine collapse, itself reportedly caused by a crazed miner. 2 out of 10. Xeno activity is suspected and a full investigation sanctioned. To locate and retrieve Xeno evidence and artifacts. After 2 years of construction, Shelter is now practically self-sufficient, eliminating many issues surrounding archaic privacy concerns. Concerns threatened during the construction phase by much increased sea freight required. I mean, Spat, that's a technicality. Shelter operates with a skeleton crew of research staff supported by a small crew of maintenance and general care personnel. An elevated cast presence of reasonable magnitude is warranted by the potential value of any discoveries. Unskilled labor and resource management is outsourced to local villagers. Plans to adapt more than a fraction of the old mining complex to archaic needs have been abandoned, and work is now commencing on the excavation site immediately below the facility and within half a mile of the 1973 explosion site. Highest priority. According to the standard procedure, all documentation concerning the facility was destroyed upon construction. All those who know the facility's existence either work within this facility or are of no great concern. The facility can sustain itself with only minor reliance on local settlements. The facility, for all intents and purposes, does not exist. This presents only minor practical annoyances. So we got a couple of substances that we found. Persona Tardis artifacts, 27, now believed to be somewhat related to the contents of the recently discovered tomb. Finis Specialis artifacts, 10, of little real value to the archaic, but for some reason of great collectible value to the lower caste in the Turngate tomb. I know, right? Alright. Oh, clothes holder. International work. Well, fuck you too then. Hashtag awkward. Infirmary. Yeah, but I didn't write down anything for that. Well, I'll go to the infirmary, but if I die, I'm gonna beat you up. Yeah, it's not any of those. Yeah, 3061 isn't any of the doors on this list. See, this is the list I have. Oh, controller ID. Oh. I thought it was asking for passwords, so I wasn't even putting ID numbers. Oh, it just opens. Okay. I'm sorry? A nice place to relax, isn't it? This music really needs to stop. Yeah.
Christ, you look worse than the last time I saw you. Though maybe you're just at a higher resolution. Oh, damn it. Note to self, never insult your last hope of survival. I just wanted to give you a word of advice. Those creepy artifacts, we don't know how they work. Or even what they do, I suppose. I saw someone get too close to one once. You probably don't want to know. I'm sure you'll be fine. Probably. I hope. By the way, if you happen to find yourself in my neck of the woods, I'm kind of trapped. It's no big deal, really. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, no. That's hardly true. They're really completely harmless. Go on, it's just like wrapping yourself up in a warm blanket.
Standard series chemical test. Primate chimpanzee. Okay. Oh, temazepam. Temazepam is something people actually, get on a regular basis. Isn't that great? Yeah. Hey, Shigenji. I'm gonna play Soma, I think maybe next week. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't really figured that far yet. I got up to Friday, and that's pretty much all I can figure out. Yeah, I think I'm playing Soma next weekend. Or I might get started with Silent Hill. Who knows? But anyways, let's see. So, temazepam just makes you relaxed and lethargic. No ability to cope with. This case, somnus, we basically go to bed. Tetrahydrocannabinol is safe and relaxing. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful.
Your mind space is muddled as a lime. See here, A is for alliteration. B is for bohemian. C is for carcinogenic. So many long words taking up space in my new home.
Oh no.
Here, let me do a little spring cleaning. There. You didn't need the periodic table, did you?
Thanks. Thanks. Cryostasis usage policy. The cryostasis facility is a state-of-the-art installation allowing for cryogenic freezing of severely injured personnel who may be resuscitated at a later date. During freezing, users may or may not experience mild hallucination to be confirmed when first user is successfully revived from stasis. Fair usage policy. The following scenarios are considered acceptable cause for use of the cryostasis facility. Any overseer or elevated cast member is critically ill or injured. Any lower caste member of the Archaic is holding vital information is critically ill, injured. Any patients infected with a non-Terra virus or bacteria, provided they have first been deemed non-contagious. Any injured personnel with the following incurable ailments should enter stasis for later medical research: cardiomyopathy, glaucoma, polio, diabetes, or halitosis. Oh, we can't cure diabetes? Okay. Any elevated cast member deemed clinically dead should enter stasis for ceremonial purposes. Maintenance period for deceased users to be increased pending research benefits at Greenland. Guys, we're at Greenland now. Making revival a potential solution. Access. Access is forbidden to all non-medical personnel. At this time, the Archaic is unable to staff the facility 24 hours. As a result, heart rate sensitive wristbands have been issued to high priority high-risk personnel. Keep these wristbands with you at all times. They allow automated access to the facility in the event that the wearer's heart rate indicates the high probability of approaching death. No, Snowy. No. Postscript. Lower caste personnel are entitled to an opt-in, opt-out scheme, where they may choose to sign a consent form where, in the event of critical injury, they will be entitled to at least partial cryosis cease. Alright, well. I guess that's it for here. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. I don't know where else to go. Oh good, I'm wearing it. Okay. As far as I can tell, I don't really have any dead body I can use this on. I guess we're going. I don't know where we're going, but we're gonna go somewhere now. Machine room, okay. Oh wait, we can't go there. Yes. Let's see. I have the wristband on right now. Is that how I'm getting in there? Let me run back. Not yet. You went to get tea?
Damn it! For a moment there, I really thought that might have been curtains.
The door is locked. I guess I'll save and then we'll go back out. It should be open. Oh, here we go. Was sitting too close to the door, I guess? Do these things even open, you know? Is there like any point in being in here? Just pull this. So, I'm presuming the head is for the eye part. Alright, now we can go to storage.
So, you're running around with a human body part in your backpack and I'm supposed to be the bad guy?
Probably gonna run into scary spoopy guy. So we'll see. Oh, well, hang on, wait a minute. Oh. Crap. Oh. I knew there were boxes here all along. Who'da thunk? No. It was a great show of showing Ball what not to do in this video game. Yeah. Thank you for coming. so smart. I am so smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T. What? What are you talking about? Of course you gotta go like this. Silly soul. Oh, it's a Homer Simpson's reference. Oh, I knew this. Okay, I guess I'm not picking up that one. Okay, if you want to believe your girlfriend's stupid, that's your prerogative.
Look here.
Ugh.
It seems, yeah. The visual cortex of this monkey is certainly of a simplistic design. If I can just... There, you see? It's like molding clay. Hate to interrupt you while you're showing off your logical problem solving. Let me put it more simply. You see what I want you to see. Well, it won't work if you move around, will it? You can't look up the magician's sleeve.
Oh my god. I can't do anything with that. I mean, maybe I could use a saw on it. I don't know what he wants us to do with it, so I'm just gonna ignore him. Snowy, you scared me. Look what happened. I die. I don't understand why this barrel has to be a pain, but he is. Stop being so goddamn floaty. Ah! It didn't work anyways. Yeah, no. No, that throws it. Or you mean actual R? No. Do you mean C? Yeah, I think you mean C. I don't know, to be honest. Oh, look at me. Oh, okay. This is a great ball. That's a great ball, yeah. Alright, Richard Eminus. Theoretic effects of controlled infection. Report requested by Overseer Friskman on behalf of the elevated. So, we are reading a letter right now. Can't ask questions. For the record, I see no value in recording this information at such an early stage in the project. However, were we to assume that the virus could somehow infect a host without fully taking control of its upper brain functions, we might observe the following. Fact. Translator Lafresque, in his ignored efforts to prevent the release of the virus, correctly predicted the virus was capable of manipulating the host's motor neuron functions. Theory. Were an instance of the infection controlled and sustained, we may find that A. The virus seeks to keep its host alive in whatever way possible. Suicide would be against the rules. And that B. The virus gains control over some or all sensory faculties, facilitating just such an objective. Fact. When the virus infects a host of any species, it adapts the organism's brain functions as best as it can to suit its own purposes. Theory. Were the virus unable to fully take hold, it may develop some partitioning of the host's consciousness, effectively perverting a small corner of the host's mind into a form of secondary personality. Fact. The term gate virus was released from, according to Lafresque, a tomb many centuries old. Theory. Were there some mental segmentation to occur, it seems plausible to suggest that each personality, the virus and the host, may have access to one another's memories. Given the age of the virus, this could be a substantial collection. It should be carefully noted that the bulk of the above remains conjecture and should not be relied on in any archaic protocol.
I'm not you. I'm part of something larger. We are nothing. We are a mistake. I need to rejoin them. Release me. Let me out. This is not right. I should be with them. I am them. There should be no I. Yet, this is not the first time. Another was infected. Red. He so wanted to, but we would not let him die.
Okay.
Did he call us a disease?
You're fine, don't worry about it. Okay. We want to go there, right? What? There's a switch. Where's our switch? Or do you mean the switch is on the other side here? I don't think I can jump over this. Yeah. Switch to disable the lasers. Well, that sounds peachy. Giddy on up, giddy on out. Oh. I meant to do that. Okay. I don't see a switch to disable the laser. Oh wait, that switch? actually go in there. What's the point of me seeing this room? Oh. Fuck. I know, right? I've been short for way too long. Fucking A. Why do I keep dying? Oh. Nope, that's still not gonna work. I just tried that ball, but thanks. I have no idea what they thought they were doing, but I know what I'm doing. There we go. Shit, shit, shit! No ball. Alright, where to now, soul?
This is residential. The archaic asks that viral biologists do not take their work home with them.
Yeah, yeah! Feast on him, brother! Free us both!
Fuck. Okay. Can I take off the mask here? Thanks. I know, Soul. One second. Okay, it doesn't seem like you guys can hear that. There's a car, like, outside my window just playing music really loud. I live in Baltimore. I'm not going to talk to anybody. Alright, let's see. Mode is manual. Okay. No. Oh man, it's the one ring to rule them all. What? Oh, okay. Oh god. What?
Let me guess. That was an important corpse.
I don't know, it was scary. I didn't wanna...
You know, there's nothing I'd like more than to see you suffer horribly. That's it. You can pick up that thing belly is a bit unpleasant way to go, even for me.
I don't think this is working. When he's coming from the south wall, I don't know what that means.
It's not too late to just slam your head against the wall until you pass out, you know. It might be easier than carrying on. You know, the one thing that keeps me going is that when I finally work out how to end all this, you're coming with me.
Alright, so which way do I go? The hand? Oh yeah. Oh, I can't go this way. I guess I can't go this way either. Okay. Sketch! Oh, you're just in time. We've just been doing warm-ups waiting for you. So now we can actually get to the real action. So there's nothing else here. I mean, you always show up around this time, don't you? So, that's fine. It won't budge. I guess this is fine. Alright, where are we going now? Oh, okay, I don't know. Back to the library, okay.
Who's your poor monkey friend? Is he all right? He looks a little under the weather. If I were you, I'd envy him. If I were me, I'd envy him as well. How do you commit suicide when you got no heart to stop, no hands to wield the chainsaw? How peculiar. I could have sworn we remembered there being a door here before. How queer. What's in that direction? Oh, silly old me. I haven't got any hands to point with, have I?
There's no library. What?
No, not that way. You sure you know where we're going? Didn't we pass the door just back there?
What?
You see? You silly Billy. It was here all along. Would you like Uncle Clarence to take the steering wheel for a while? You should see your face.
No. Nobody's to see my face except I'm using a webcam for once. Clarence is making me make faces and stream. How dare he? Why did I wait a whole year to come here? Oof.
This is actually gonna be fun. Perhaps I
pretty.
won't get you killed after all.
And this is where amnesia came along. Look at how pretty it is. I like a good detective novel.
Oh my god! He's dead! Quick, if he hasn't started to smell, give him the kiss of life.
Well, see, we didn't need to. We knew all along. Tombgate's Virus Sentius Conclusions, Howard Lefresque. Since leaving the last bastion of humanity in this place behind, it has become clear that my faith was well placed. My conclusions were correct, and it is only that which has brought me this far. It has taken me some time to make my way through the infected area of the shelter, and with the observations I have made, my prior discovery seems all the more obvious and vital. The infected humans communicate with one another. Similar, if simpler, communication is observed in infected creatures of all species. At times, the infected seem to coordinate without clear line of sight. Telepathy. Aw, sketch. Despite a catatonic appearance, the infected are quite capable of high-level brain functions. Their problem-solving abilities at times seem to far outstrip those of a healthy human being. When separated, the creatures lose this intelligence, indicating some form of communal or central intelligence. Conclusion: the intelligence displayed is of such a level that we can only assume the communal mind is also rational. It is this conclusion that has formed the backbone of my recent endeavors. Though the infected may wander around like mindless, for want of a better word, zombies, they are no more stupid than a worker bee. Automatons, yes, but far from stupid. In short, I believe this central intelligence might somehow be communicated with, bargained with. Communication, however, is most likely impossible once infected, unless there was a way to subdue the infection long enough to contact the hive. There must be a way to find peace. Today I communed with the Tombgate mind. I was correct. It is intelligent beyond our wildest imagination. It told me everything. Everything I needed to know. You could not imagine it. I cannot accept it. God forgive us.
Oh, diddums! Daddy popped his clogs. Bull bleeding who? Get on with it, will ya?
How far along am I? Like, I don't imagine I'm, like, super far, but... We've only been playing for like 3 hours, so we're probably only halfway, maybe.
An offer you shall be to the space butterfly!
Thank you so much for the host shoe. Oh boy. Creepy. I wish this game had no combat, and by no combat I mean running away from things. $40 to 50%. Okay. Then we should probably look into Bunny finding a good spot to call it quits for today, because we have been streaming for 6.5 hours. That's probably a good time, relatively soon, to let Bunny have a break until tomorrow. This is a good spot? Alright. Oh no! Well, at least you know that you can do it. This reminds me of the silver mines we went into Sprat, and like I can just imagine those being creepy as fuck. So like this like whole mine thing is just creepy as fuck. What piece of paper? Wait a minute, what piece of paper? I don't have the piece of paper on me. What are you talking about? Let's go back. In here, you mean? Did I grab a piece of paper in here? Cause I mean, I got no agenda, okay. I have this, the effects of the thingy. Yeah. I can't read the paper. Alright, let's go back and look. From the drawer. I'm gonna go with yes then, since the drawers are empty. Hi, Daddy. Other drawer? What? Other drawer? What other drawer? Oh, there are drawers in these? Oh, okay. Okay. I'll save there then.